Welcome back, Wildcat fans, to scrimmage number 2. As your Eagan Wildcat B2 green team takes on the Delano Tigers. Your Eagan Wildcats are in their home white, skating right to left, and the Delano Tigers are in their white black, skating left to right. Testing out some new mics today, so hopefully those are working. I did just ask the chat if you can hear me. So we'll see how this goes today. All right, to kick us off, we've got Klenner, Kolagi, Gannon, and Stricker. As we are ready for the puck drop. Delano Tigers, they win the face-off. They retreat back, set it up, and throw it out to neutral ice. Taken away by Gannon. Gannon to Stricker. Stricker forces the offensive zone. Chased down by Klenner and Rudolph. Nice cross-ice pass for Delano as they try to set out a breakout pass and cross the center line. Down on the near side circle. Delano runs into traffic as Stricker takes it away, goes D to D, and then Gannon gives it right back. So Stricker along the near walls, they're just going to play keep away a little bit. Rudolph waiting for the pass. Klenner and Kolagi. Shot from the point, slides through, wide right. Rebound, skates all the way out to Klenner. Klenner. His pass out gets deflected by Delano. Delano has so far controlled the offensive zone most of this opening period. Nice breakout pass from Klenner to Kolagi. Kolagi, he shoots. Stick save. Pushes it wide left. Rebound falls to Delano. Turnover briefly at the lower circle. And now Eagan's got to regroup. Prouty, early, throws the puck into the visitors' bench. I don't think that was any indication of his feelings towards the Delano Tigers, but he must have forgotten there was no glass there. So we'll have a new face-off here, neutral side, and you've got Cy and Donahue, Haynes, Prouty, and the right winger is, I don't know, figure it out. Haynes, the shot and goal! Michael Haynes! Holy moly! Before I could even tell you who the fifth skater was on that line, Michael Haynes slides one past the netminder from Delano as Eagan goes up 1-0. So the same 5 will line up, and we got a face-off back at center ice. Donahue. He takes the face-off, pushes it into the offensive zone, picked up by Delano. Prouty looking for Austin. Austin almost chips it out of the zone. Nice play by Delano to hold it. Now Austin battles again at the far boards. Prouty, he's there to support. He swings it over to Everett Cy. Cy along the near boards, skates past the puck momentarily, dishes it to Haynes. Haynes, cross-ice pass right to a Delano Tiger. They come right through the low slot. Shot, pad save. In goal today is Noah McPherson. Donahue, cross-ice pass. Oh, wow, what a pass, what a shot. Austin's bummed he missed that one. Nice pass by Donahue. We'll do it again. Cy up top. Rule again, can't control the zone. Turnover, and Delano's off to the races. Blind pass, bit him in the rear end. Pad save, or blocker save, McPherson. Delano still pushing the offensive zone, taken away by James Lawrence. So you got Lawrence, Kolaji, Gannon, Stricker. There's a shot taken away by Gannon. Nudges it to McPherson. McPherson covers it as Austin changes. Gannon and Stricker change. So you've got Haynes, Prouty, and I believe that's Bauman. Alongside with Lawrence, Kolaji, and Haynes. Nice shot by Prouty, pushes the neutral zone. Eagan chases it down. Here comes Kolaji. Kolaji runs into traffic at the blue line. James Lawrence throws a big body in there, tries to hold the puck. Gets out to Michael Haynes. Haynes back to Lawrence. Lawrence skates along the near side circle, offensive zone. Delano, they're just going to wrap it behind their own net. Take away at the point by Prouty. Prouty. He lines up a shot. His shot does not get through traffic. Now here comes Michael Haynes looking for number 2. Michael Haynes doesn't connect all the way with that one. Kolaji picks it up. His shot. Glove save. Delano. So we will have a face-off in the offensive zone of Eagan Wildcats with 8:07 remaining in the first period. Shots on goal are 3 apiece. Rudolph, Klenner, Donahue, Stricker, and Gannon. There's a quick shot off the face-off from Rudolph. Pad save Delano. Nice hustle play by Klenner. Battle right behind the Delano Tigers net, taken up by Klenner to Donahue. Donahue takes his time, back to Klenner. A little bit too much mustard, slides through, taken by Delano. Now that goes all the way over. They're going to wave off icing. Picked up by Stricker. Stricker, nice job, slows the puck down, looks up ice. His pass taken away. Nice deflection by Stricker just to go wide right. Klenner is there to help along the near boards. That centering pass taken away by Rudolph. Rudolph up for Klenner. Behind him, he couldn't catch up to it. Now there's 4 Wildcats and no Delano Tigers down by the Eagan goal. So Stricker just calmly surveys the ice and gets it up to the right winger, and Rudolph is off to the races. It's a 2-on-1. Rudolph, his shot deflected high and wide. Kolaji, he picks up the puck, tries to skate through the high slot, taken away by Delano until Michael Haynes gets a stick on it, gets it back to Kolaji. Kolaji right through the slot. Getting help by Haynes. Puck clears back to neutral ice. And Prouty does a great job stopping that advance. However, there is offside, Eagan. So a neutral ice drop, near side circle, left side of the ice. So you got Haynes and Prouty back at D still. You got Cy and Donahue. And Austin. Cy, shot on goal, stick save, and shoveled out wide. Haynes holds his own, looking for Donahue. Donahue gets back and forth, can't connect. As Delano, they throw it down the ice. Icing has been waved as Prouty was fast on his feet to catch up to the puck. Takes it around his own net. Outlet pass looking for Austin, just a little bit too much on it. Taken away by Delano. There's Donahue up to Cy. Eagan pushes the offensive zone, does a little bit of a dump and chase. Controlled by Delano. Delano back to center ice. Delano, cross ice pass. It is just pure out into open ice. Michael Haynes cuts off the advancing right winger, forcing them into a turnover. And Everett Cy to the blue line. He gets taken down. There is going to be a penalty for a hook as the Eagan Wildcats will go on the man advantage. So 5:41 remaining in the first period. Eagan Wildcats are on the power play. So we'll have a face-off to the Delano Tigers goaltender's right-hand side. You got Bauman, Lawrence, Kolaji, Gannon, and Stricker on the ice for this power play. McPherson back in net, cheering on his teammates, slapping the ice.
usually 2 minutes?
Yep. Shouldn't be 2 minutes. They're giving him a 2-minute power play, which I thought it was 1:30 at this age. Shot by Gannon. Nice shot. Wide right. As his mom would say, hit the net. Shot from Stricker. Tipped wide right. Kolaji steps up. Drops it back to Gannon. Gannon, he's going to shoot from the blue line. That's going to go up and in. So Will Gannon from the blue line converts on the Eagan power play. Eagan Wildcats up 2-0 over the Delano Tigers. Rudolph, Klenner, Donahue, Stricker, Gannon on the ice. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. As Donahue wins the faceoff, takes it himself, and Donahue, he shoots. Nice stop by the Tigers goaltender as he tried to go 5-hole. But the tender just pinched it and locked it up. So the face-off in the Delano zone to the right-hand side of the goaltender. Donahue, Klenner, Rudolph, Stricker, Gannon. Pops out to Stricker. Stricker from the blue line. His shot, bouncing puck, pad save, kicks it wide left. Delano's outlet pass taken away by Stricker. Stricker, he's going to try it again, keeps it low. Doesn't get through traffic. Donahue was there trying to tip it in. Stricker, nice job finding open ice, dumping the puck down low. Bouncing puck goes over Gannon's stick. However, Bo Donahue's there. He's there to help it out, picks it up, gets it to Stricker, near ice. Stricker across the center line. He's going to dump it to Klenner. Klenner to Rudolph. Rudolph makes a nice move to the mid slot. He's going to take a shot. No, he's not. He's going to pass it right around the Delano net. Delano. Breakout pass taken out by Prouty as the defensive pairing is now Prouty and Haynes. Prouty, he takes it up himself to the top right circle. His shot deflected wide, harmlessly floats into the corner of the boards. Kolaji on the ice. Backhand pass, looking for Rudolph. Rudolph, his shot deflected high and up. There's a whistle on the play. So it looks like Eagan Wildcats, Rudolph, has taken a penalty for roughing. So Eagan, 2 minutes in the sin bin, as the Delano Tigers take a player advantage with 4:02 remaining in the first period. So we are playing the full 2-minute penalties today, as we've got Cy and Prouty, Haynes, and it looks like Lawrence. Michael Haynes clears the defensive zone. That's Austin, not Lawrence. Apologies. Gannon and Stricker come out to replace Haynes and Prouty as Eagan pushing the offensive zone momentarily. Will Gannon with a backhand blind pass. Not sure where he's going with that one. So Stricker has to skate back, collects it. That centering pass taken away by Stricker. He is all over the ice today, absolutely flying. Delano Tigers wanted a penalty as Austin ran into the Tiger that was parked out in front of the net. Gannon at center ice. His pass taken away, shot from the red line by Delano, and McPherson is forced to just cover it up. So we are playing running time, which explains why the penalty, oh, maybe we're not. The penalty was going down pretty quick. So 54 seconds remaining in the penalty kill for Eagan Wildcats. 2:56 remaining in the first period. Stricker, Gannon, Bauman, Lawrence on the ice. Gannon tries to throw it out far boards to center ice, unable to do so, knocked away by Delano. Now Delano backhand pass into an empty corner. Now Gannon does get it out that time, so that'll be icing as it crosses the end line. We'll come all the way back down to McPherson's right-hand side with 2:34 remaining in the period. 33 seconds on the man advantage for Delano Tigers. Again, same 4 on the ice. Nope. I lied. They changed out the defenseman on me. It's Haynes and Prouty. Lawrence and Bauman. Bauman takes the face-off. The top right corner. Lawrence tries to exit the zone. He is taken out. There are Wildcats all flying all over the ice. Nice job by Bauman getting that across the blue line. Lawrence applying nice pressure. Then Haynes blocking that blue line. Ultimately, here comes Delano. Right to the mid slot. Their shot deflected. Bouncing puck right into the breadbasket of McPherson. Eagan took offense to some after whistle activity against their goalie. 6 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. 2:08 in the first period. Bauman takes the face-off, gets it back to Michael Haynes. Michael Haynes wraps it around the Eagan net. Haynes off the wall to himself. He can't catch up to it. Delano takes it away. They're going to dump it right back behind McPherson. Picked up by Prouty. Prouty looking for Bauman. Bauman off the boards, looking for Donahue as the penalty has expired. We're now 5-on-5 hockey. Delano, the top circle, taken over by Haynes. Back out to center ice. Delano resets. Cross ice pass near boards. They're going to dump and chase as Prouty collects the puck back behind the Eagan net. Looking for Lawrence. Lawrence up ice to Donahue. Michael Haynes intercepts that pass, drops it to Lawrence. Lawrence back to center ice as he's going to get a much needed break. Michael Haynes tried to get the puck in the offensive zone, unable to do so. What a nice pass. McPherson! 2 big-time saves in a row. That was a great pass right through the slot. Shot on the opposite side of the post. McPherson slides over, pad save, then another quick rebound, and did another save. So McPherson looking hot today. Rudolph gets tripped by the red line as Kolodji brings the puck up. You got Kolodji, Rudolph, Stricker, Gannon, and Lawrence. Not Lawrence, Klenner. Delano brings the puck out as Gannon races up along the boards. He's going to pass it right in front of his goalie to Stricker. Stricker up ice looking for Klenner. Klenner to Kolodji. Kolodji takes it all the way back behind the Eagan net. I feel like if you do that, you got to set up the flying V. Shot. Wow. I don't know who this kid is, but he is on fire. McPherson. Kolodji takes the face-off. Delano wins it. As the first period comes to a close, the Wildcats 2, the Delano Tigers 0. Shots on goal, 7 for Eagan, 8 for Delano. As McPherson is absolutely playing lights out. So we have 1 minute break, and then we'll be back for the second period. Yeah, that's good. It's real good. Here we are, welcome back to the second period here at the St. Thomas Academy Arena. Eagan Wildcats in their home white, skating left to right. The Delano Tigers in their away blacks, skating right to left. McPherson's in net. Bo Donahue takes the face-off and is joined by Everett Sy. And Austin at D, you've got Haynes and Prouty. Haynes holds his own, looks for Sy back behind the net, slides along the boards as Delano picks up the blue line and runs the other way with it, but it's knocked away by Everett Sy. There's Donahue at center ice. Turnover to Delano. Delano up ice. It's a 2-on-2. Nice back check by Sy. Haynes knocks it around out of the air back to Prouty. Prouty looking for Sy. That eventually finds the stick of Austin. Austin, center ice. It's a 1-on-2. He goes top hand circle, backhand, just a little bit wide left. Nice opportunity by Austin. Sy picks up the rebound. He comes near post. He tries to go up and over the goalie's head. Unable to get there as it hits the post. Sy steals a pass. That's up. That's just a little high. I think it was tipped. Outlet pass deflected by Delano. Delano, they're going to take it right back up to neutral ice, and Gannon, he's waiting. He's going to throw it down as Donahue's looking to change, so that is an offside. So we will have a neutral ice drop near circle, right side of the ice. Gannon and Stricker as your defenders, Kolaji, Bauman, and Lawrence. Stricker throws it up ice. Lawrence chases, and then Kolaji's there to help. Delano, they come back out. Gannon, he's got to look where he's passing the puck. Little backhand pass looking for Stricker, but just missed him as Eagan's got to skate back in their own defensive zone. Kolaji picks it up. He gets up to Bauman. Bauman along the near boards. Nice center pass to Lawrence. Lawrence can't handle the juice. As Delano, they throw it back down to neutral ice. Stricker tries to pinch. Delano almost had a breakout. They're going to call a penalty there for interference on Delano, number 12. So Delano goes back to the box for a 2-minute penalty. 10:06 remaining in the second period. Eagan Wildcats have an opportunity at a 5-on-4 advantage. And you've got Rudolph, Donahue, Prouty, Haynes, and Klenner. Puck drop one by Donahue over to Rudolph. Rudolph back to Prouty. Prouty, he shoots. Deflection! What a nice deflection by Donahue. And a beautiful save by this goaltender. What an effort. So here we are. We're going to have a face-off, same circle. Delano Tigers defensive zone. Shot from the point. Grabbed by the Delano Tigers goaltender. So the Eagan Wildcats getting some good scoring opportunities early on in this power play. Again, it's Rudolph, Donahue, Klenner, Haynes, and Prouty. Again, Donahue to Rudolph. Rudolph back to Prouty. Prouty up and over the stick of the rushing forward. His pass taken away by Delano. Delano, they're just going to toss it down into the neutral zone, taking valuable seconds off of this power play for Eagan Wildcats. There's Prouty up to Donahue. Donahue along the near boards. He's going to go high slot. Takes his time. He's going to take a shot. That runs into interference, and it was laying there for a second until the Tigers were able to clear it back out to the point. Michael Haynes, his shot wide left. Eagan's doing a great job of just attacking the net. They're tracking loose pucks, putting pressure on this Delano defense, as Rudolph is going to take a penalty for checking as his shoulder went into the oncoming Tiger. So we'll be at 4-on-4 for 56 seconds, at which point in time Delano will have the player advantage for 1 minute and 4 seconds. We're at 9:01 remaining in the second period here at St. Thomas Academy Arena. Austin takes the face-off, wins the face-off, looking for Cy. So you got Gannon, Stricker, Austin, and Cy on the ice. Nice wraparound pass by Delano, taken away by Eagan. Here comes Stricker along the near boards. He crosses the red line and tosses it deep. Delano's outlet pass taken away by Austin. Austin from the low circle, his shot right off the shin pad of the defender. Cy takes it, changes direction back behind the net. His centering pass for Austin intercepted by Delano as they are able to clear the zone. Stricker has to chase it back down in his own defensive zone. Stricker to Gannon. Gannon tries to get it back out to neutral ice. Unable to do so. Quick shot from the blue line. Stick save by McPherson. Stricker to Gannon. Gannon up ice. Tries to take it himself. Turns it over momentarily until it's picked up by Stricker. Stricker near boards. Tries to cross ice pass it for Cy or Austin. Nudged away. Now Gannon back up to Cy. Cy through the low circle. He gets diverted. He comes back around. Tries to take a shot right through this crease. And he runs into traffic. Delano bring it back to center ice. As Delano is on the power play and has been for about half a minute. It just doesn't seem like it because Eagan had some offensive opportunities. So that will be offside against Delano. So we'll have a face-off in neutral zone just left of the center line on the Eagan side of the ice. McPherson tightens up his pads. And you've got Haynes, Prouty, Lawrence, and Bauman. Bauman takes the face-off. Nudges it forward to the Delano defenseman as they just throw it deep into the Eagan territory. Picked up back behind the net by Prouty. Prouty, nice little reverse move. Throws it back out to the point. Makes Delano reset. Haynes providing some defense out along the boards. Forces a miscue as Lawrence winds up and is free. He takes a shot from the high circle. That is a glove save, so we'll have a face-off in the Eagan offensive zone. The Eagan Wildcat penalty is over. We're back 5-on-5. You got Prouty, Haynes, Lawrence, Kolagi, and Bauman. Kolagi's back at center. Takes the face-off. Loses it between his legs. Nudges out to Lawrence. Lawrence back to Haynes. Haynes, he's going to wrap it around. Back behind the Delano Tigers net. Delano on the near boards. That pass taken away by Prouty. If but just for a moment. Then Delano, they found a nice seam coming up the near boards. A little bit of a loose, slow shot. McPherson's going to cover that. A little face-off to McPherson's right-hand side. McPherson's still messing around with that pad. I wonder if the lace is a little bit long and possibly stepping on it. So he's tucking that in. So we've got Rudolph and Donahue, Gannon, Stricker, and Klenner. Shot from the point, sails wide left as Donahue catches up to it, gets to Klenner. Klenner back to the point. Klenner drop pass looking for Donahue. Donahue has Rudolph. Donahue takes it himself. It's a 2-on-1. What a pass! What a save! There's a shot from the point. Gannon. Donahue tries to tap it in. That's saved wide right. Back to Gannon at the point. He's going to shoot it. Goes right into the breadbasket of the Delano Tiger as they save it. We'll have a face-off to the goaltender's left-hand side. Lower circle. 3 really good scoring opportunities by Eagan Wildcats on that possession. Again, it's Klenner, Donahue, Rudolph, Gannon, Stricker. Eagan wins that face-off Sails wide to Rudolph. Rudolph's shot hits the chest of the defender. Now they try to outlet pass, loses an edge to Gannon. Gannon looking for Stricker as it sails wide and hits Klenner. Klenner on the far boards, gets it back to Stricker. Stricker, nice centering pass right to the mid slot. Donahue looking for Gannon, and Gannon holds his own. Nice pinch as it floats down to Rudolph. Rudolph, the near side point, his pass deflected. Gannon again. He's going to take it, find some open ice, picked up by Everett Sy. Sy from the top circle, his shot runs into traffic. Delano comes away with it. Delano pushes the offensive zone, knocked away by Eagan. That would have been a high stick. No contact, no call. So here comes Kolaji. He's got Austin and Sy. Turnover at the blue line, forcing Delano to take it back behind their own net. They're going to dial up a breakout play. And that's disrupted by Michael Haynes. Shot, Everett Sy, not a shot. Nice pass, looking for Kolaji. Doesn't get through. And Eagan's got to reset. Haynes to Austin. Austin, well, on the near circle. Backhand pass right to Kolaji. Kolaji misses on the one-timer, then he wraps it around looking for Austin. Austin can't get full wood on it as he's got a second opportunity. Drops it down to Kolaji. Kolaji loses an edge, and the puck sails free to Delano as they are able to throw it back out to center ice. That'll be offside, Eagan. So we will have a neutral ice drop on the right side of the ice, the high circle. 4:08 remaining in the second period. Well, they're going to go back to center ice. So here we are back at the center logo. Some free, well, I guess not free, some St. Thomas commercial in their advertisements. Delano makes a nice move. Puck floats free to the top circle in the Eagan defensive zone. If for a moment, outlet pass nudged away and up and over into the boards by Delano. So we will have a face-off because it was off a Delano player. We'll have a face-off in neutral ice, just to the left of the center line, far dot. Prouty, Haynes, Bauman, Donahue, and Lawrence. Prouty to Bauman. Bauman over to Donahue. Donahue, the high slot, looking for Lawrence. Lawrence on the top circle. He's going to fire on net, up and in. Glove save by Delano. Face off to the goaltender's right-hand side with 3:33 remaining in the second period. Shots on goal. Eagan started out a little bit slower. Now we've taken the edge, 17-10. Gannon, Stricker at D, Lawrence, Bauman, Donahue as your forwards. Donahue takes the face-off. Delano wins it, gets it back to Stricker. Stricker throws it to the open ice, near side circle. No one's there for your Wildcats. As Delano comes the opposite way with speed. Gannon gets beat along the near side boards. Delano takes it back on the Eagan net. They wrap it around to the right winger. They look to set something up. Bauman battles out front with their center. Now taken away by Eagan. Eagan hoping for a nice breakout rush there. Disrupted by Delano. Lawrence waits for a minute, applies pressure, and then comes back for a change. There's Kolaji's shot. Glove save. Picked up by Rudolph back behind the net. And there it is. Rudolph, his shot goes in. Rudolph is on the board. Wasn't sure if Klenner got a tip of that or not, but I think they are giving it to Rudolph. So there we go. It's 3-0 here. 2:42 remaining in the second period. As Eagan finds the back of the net. Kolaji takes the face-off. There's Rudolph, Kolaji, Klenner, Prouty, and Haynes. Delano, the near side circle. They take a shot wide left, bounces harmlessly behind the net. Puck is free, back behind the Eagan net. Miscue by Delano. Turnover to Kolaji. Kolaji on the near sides. Tries to self-pass off the boards. But Delano caught up to it. And there's Rudolph. He wants a second shot. That was deflected. Wide right. Rudolph, great battle down low. Puck is still free. I thought they were going to blow a whistle. And there's a shot, Michael Haynes. So through the disruption, goaltender was down. Puck was loose. It came right out to Michael Haynes. Michael Haynes just throws it right in the net. No one saw it. Defenders were down. And Eagan takes a 4-0 lead. Michael Haynes is now on the board twice. So we got Donahue, Austin, Sy, Prouty, and Haynes on the ice. McPherson's loving the offensive support. So Delano now is arguing possible interference. We had somebody in the crease when Michael Haynes shot that puck. I don't think they will win that argument just because it's already been awarded, and referees typically do not go back. But it is just a good reminder to say, hey, just keep an eye out for it. Puck drop. Donahue. Delano controls. Their pass taken away by Prouty. Sy in the far corner. Can't skate through traffic. A little kick pass by Delano. Delano trying to get a shot on net. Loose puck falls to Donahue. Donahue up ice to Sy. That's not going to get there for an icing. Sy, great pressure as Delano's pass taken away by Austin. Austin, a little tap pass back to Sy. Sy can't control it. Delano unable to clear the zone. Haynes throws it in. Far boards to Sy. Now Sy's going to get a penalty for checking. So Sy back in the box. I believe this is Eagan's third penalty this game, which is okay. They're playing hard physical hockey and they're not playing out of control. So we'll have another penalty kill opportunity for Eagan Wildcats. McPherson's in net. Puck drop to his left. And we'll have Stricker, Gannon, Bauman, and Donahue. Oh, it looks like that is Bauman and Lawrence. Bauman takes the face-off. Back to Stricker. Stricker on the near boards to Gannon. Gannon. Outlet pass to Bauman. Bauman's got Lawrence. It's a 2-on-2. Now Lawrence breaks free along the top circle. Oh, he just gets run through. Nice defensive play by the Delano Tigers. They skated through the puck, but then there comes Bauman. Bauman, he goes up and around. Net came off, so we will have a face-off in the Delano defensive zone. Nice scoring opportunity by Bauman. Good save by Delano. Again, you got Bauman, Lawrence, Stricker, Gannon. Bauman looking for Lawrence, taken away by Delano, back to center ice. We have 42 seconds remaining in the second period. 1:26 remaining on the penalty kill. That's offside Eagan. Nice job by Bauman and Lawrence knocking that puck away at the blue line. So even down a player, Eagan is still getting some good offensive zone time. Gannon, Stricker stay on the ice alongside Rudolph and Klenner. Rudolph takes the faceoff, looking for Klenner, taken away by Delano, picked up by Stricker. Stricker back to center ice. Puck controlled by Delano. Delano along the near boards. Lower left-hand circle. Turn over to Rudolph. Rudolph back to the point as Delano was able to get a stand at the blue line and apply a little bit more pressure. The Wildcats doing a good job flying through the slot. That's a save by McPherson. He did a really nice job. It bounced off of him. Then he used his stick to pull it back in, cover it. Whistle blown. We'll have a face-off in the Eagan defensive zone just to McPherson's right-hand side. Delano, they're pulling a goalie as there were just a few seconds left in the period. As time expires, 46 seconds will remain on the penalty kill for Eagan Wildcats when we return.
No, I know. We're going to go see Amy's dad. 2 halves. Well, this ends in like 10 minutes, right? 5:40.
Yeah, 5:40.
Yeah, there's... You're welcome to come around the clock and then maybe get it. Oh!
So this last period, I'm guessing, is going to be running time. We only have 10 minutes left in the hour. Buzzer sounds. Let's see how much time they put on the clock. Yep, 10 minutes on the clock. 46 seconds remaining of the penalty kill. Kalaji at center. Haynes and Prouty back at D. And your right winger is Austin. Austin with a nice poke check. Gets the puck away at the top circle. His shot deflected by Delano. Prouty tries to hold the zone. Unable to do so. Drops it back to Haynes. Haynes back to Prouty. Prouty along the far boards. He can take it all the way himself, right to the right-hand post. He is pushed wide by the defense. Delano comes out of the zone hard. That will be icing. And it is. So we will come all the way back down into the Delano defensive zone to the goaltender's right-hand side. Now, time is up, but don't let him out. Don't let him out. Oh, they're going to let him out. So they should not let him out until after the puck drop. So the penalty is over. It will be 5-on-5 hockey. As we have Prouty, Haynes, Donahue, Lawrence, and Bauman. Shot went off of Donahue from Haynes. Pass out to Prouty. Prouty, his shot. Moonball. And save by Lawrence. It's great to see the strength of these defensemen as their shots from the blue line are a lot more powerful than they were a year ago. So Gannon and Stricker on the ice to complement Donahue, Bauman, and Lawrence. Donahue takes the face-off. 8:12 remaining in the third period. Out to Gannon. Gannon, strong pass over to Stricker. Stricker chases it down on his own blue line. Stricker back to Gannon. Gannon receives the puck. Nice cross-ice pass for Lawrence. Lawrence to Donahue. Look at this tic-tac-toe play. His shot just wide right. Lawrence holds the offensive zone. Now turns it over under pressure. Delano comes the other way with it. So the puck floats to Gannon. Gannon over to Stricker. Stricker backhand pass looking for Donahue. He decides to pull it back and reset. Tries to hit Bauman at center ice. A little too much mustard. Slides past him. Delano. Combining all sorts of names here. Scoring opportunity. Backhand pass. Pad save. McPherson. Another pad save. McPherson. I'm not going to say the word to jinx him, but he's playing really, really strong. 7:03 remaining in the third period. Shots on goal 22-15 in favor of Eagan Wildcats. Stricker, Gannon, Klenner, Kolodji, and Rudolph. Delano holds the offensive zone. That's a shot to the far pipe, knocked away by McPherson up to Rudolph. Rudolph has a breakout opportunity. It's 1-on-3. He's pushed out to the top-hand circle. Oh, he wraps it around the net, reverses direction. He's looking for somebody to pass the puck to. Not able to find anybody. Delano takes the puck away, forces the blue line. Puck held by Gannon. Gannon to the top-hand circle. His shot, pad save, wide left. Stricker does a nice job stopping that with his skates, then throws it down low for Klenner. Klenner. He wraps around looking for Rudolph. Bodies are all over the ice. And the puck slides through for Delano. Delano back to center ice. Kolodji and Stricker there to take the puck up. Klenner tries to throw it down deep just for a little bit of a dump and chase, but can't get it through traffic. Nice job by Prouty. Prouty slid through the mid slot to take away that centering pass. Puck falls free to Kolodji. Kolodji at the blue line. Eagan's got to reset. Cy and Austin were really deep in the offensive zone. They're back now onside as Eagan's had to go back into their own defensive zone to regroup. Haynes applies pressure. He's got help in Austin. That's a toe save. If I ever saw one. Puck comes free back to the point. Delano. They want another shot at it. Here they come. Delano near side post. He loses an edge. Picked up by Kolodji. Kolodji through the high slot. He's going to try to take it himself. Runs into traffic at the red line. Michael Haynes is there to provide backup. And he's going to push the puck up far boards. Prouty to Cy. Cy through the slot. His shot. Shoulder save. That was about 3 centimeters low. Would have been a goal. Now there's a shot from the point. Stick save. Pushed wide by Delano as Michael Haynes has it. Near side circle. Austin at the point. His shot. Turned into a pass to Donahue. Donahue, he's trying to get a shot on net. He was pushed wide. Delano. I think that they were just shooting to ice it, but that left winger just picked up that hard pass. And now they're taking the offensive zone. So they were able to cross the center line, taking away the icing to get a change. Michael Haynes skates back, picks up the puck, runs into traffic. They're going to call Donahue on a trip. Oh no, they're going to call Haynes. I don't know who they're going to call. They are going to call Haynes. So Haynes on the trip. Again, 2 minutes on the board for the player advantage towards Delano Tigers. 3:25 remaining in the third period. Eagan Wildcats with a 4-0 advantage. Nice job by James Lawrence. Little razzle-dazzle at his own blue line. Takes the puck up calmly. Wraps around the Delano goal as the precious seconds fall off of the penalty, which is not posted. So I don't know what they're going to do, but there should be about 1:25 left on the clock when Michael Haynes gets out of the box. Stricker, Gannon back on D. Stricker to Gannon. Gannon can't catch up to it. Floats free to the point. Picked up by Delano. Delano's shot. Disrupted by Eagan, but it's a 2-on-0. No one's there. That's a shot. Saved by the pipe. Goalie's best friend. Stricker. Up the boards. Bauman's going to ice it. If it gets there. And it does. So barely an icing. Almost sat right on the red line. I think Bauman might want to look at a future in curling. Klenner, Prouty, Rudolph, And Stricker. That's a shot. Glove save. Eagan fell down on it, trying to clear the puck. That shot deflected high. Delano with numbers. Nice job by Eagan, just flocking to the puck, trying to disrupt the passing lane, forcing Delano on the outside of the zone. There you go. Stricker takes it away. Off the boards, looking for Klenner. Klenner cannot get it out past the blue line. Delano from the point, they're going to dump and chase, and they are going to pull their goalie. 1:14 remaining in the game. Empty net. It's a 6-on-4. I'm wrong. It is a 6-on-5. So they did let Mike Lanes out of the box. 6-on-5. Empty net. Prouty up the near boards. Taken away by Delano. It's a 3-on-1. Nice job. Was that Stricker? Stricker did awesome. Just backed it down, made Delano make a pass, disrupted the lane. Looking like a pro. Handled that really, really well. 34 seconds with a face-off here to McPherson's right-hand side. As you've got Cy, Kolaji, Austin, Haynes, and Gannon. 20 seconds. Another save by McPherson. Shots on goal. A little bit closer at 23-20. Pass to the near corner by Delano. They're going to dump it in. 6 seconds left. Goalie is still pulled. 6-on-5. Austin. He's going to go the length of the ice. And that it will not get there as the clock sounds. Eagan Wildcats. They get a win 4-0 over a very fun Delano Tigers team. Until next time.